Today we're doing a World Cup of Fortnite seasons. I did a load of community polls on the channel where you could vote and give your say on the best seasons. So we started with round of 16 and then quarter-final, semi-final and then final to decide which is the best ever season voted by you. So let's go through these and see the results. So the first round of 16 tie was the first two seasons. So season 1 versus season 2. And season 2 won with 86% of the votes, so that one wasn't even close. So season 2 advances to the quarter-final. The next one, season 3 versus season 4. Two very good seasons in my opinion, and I thought it would have been a lot closer than this. Season 4 goes through with 84% of the votes. And then we had season 5 versus season 6. This one was a pretty obvious one. Season 6 was good, but season 5 was definitely a lot better, and it comfortably won with over 80%. And then we had season 7 versus season 8. Now this was one of the closest ones out of the entire fixtures. With 55% season 8 did advance, which I was quite surprised by. Season 7 is a fan favourite, but I definitely can agree with that. Season 8 was one of my favourites from chapter 1. And then the next one, this one was 94% to chapter 2 season 2. I definitely knew that season would have won, but I didn't think it'd be by that much. And then next up we have chapter 2 season 3 versus chapter 2 season 4. Two very good seasons, but chapter 2 season 4 won by 78%. So getting towards the end of round of 16, so this one was chapter 3 season 1 versus chapter 4 season 2. Two very good seasons, but there was only one winner of this. Chapter 3 season 1 comfortably advances. And then the last round of 16 game, Chapter 4 Season OG versus Chapter 5 Season 2. Two great seasons, but again, this one wasn't even close. So now we're on to the quarterfinals. So there's 8 seasons remaining. The first quarterfinal is Season 2 versus Season 4. Two great seasons from Chapter 1, but I think Season 4 definitely has to win. This was a lot more enjoyable. And Season 2 was good, but it was very early in the game. There were a lot of bugs. The next quarterfinal, Season 5 versus Season 8. This one's a really tough one. These were two great seasons, but Season 5 does advance. And then Chapter 2 Season 2 comfortably wins with 82% against Chapter 2 Season 4. And the last quarterfinal, Chapter 4 Season OG advances to the semi-finals. So this is where it gets interesting. There's 4 seasons remaining, so we got Season 4, Season 5, Chapter 2 Season 2 and Chapter 4 Season OG. Now these were 4 great seasons, but which one's going to win? Well, let's find out. So the first semi-final was Season 4 versus Season 5, and according to these votes, the best season from Chapter 1 was Season 4. And then the next semi-final, Chapter 2 Season 2 versus Chapter 4 Season OG. This one I thought was going to be really close because these were two of the community's favourite seasons. A lot of people really enjoyed both of them. But Chapter 2 Season 2 does advance, which probably does make sense. It was a great season and arguably the best of all time. And that leaves us with the final. So after thousands of votes in total, it all comes down to one final poll. World Cup of Fortnite seasons, the final. Season 4 versus Chapter 2 Season 2. Now these were two great seasons in my opinion. Season 4 was so much fun. We had Dusty Divot as a new location, loads of new skins, new weapons, we had the Infinity Gauntlet game modes. This was definitely one of Fortnite's primes, a load of fun. And then Chapter 2 Season 2, which was just an unbelievable season with the mythic weapons, the bosses, all those amazing locations, just the vibes during the season. It was perfect. But the winner, you could probably guess it, is Chapter 2 Season 2, and I wasn't too surprised by this. This season was iconic, and most people do consider this the best of all time, which is kind of crazy. At the time, this just felt like a normal season, but now looking back, it is quite nostalgic, and looking back, it just seemed like such a good season because it had so much to offer. So that is the World Cup complete. Do you agree with this? Let me know in the comments below. And for now, there's a load more videos on screen here. Make sure to click another one to keep on watching, and I'll see you over there.